everyone, welcome to a brand new video. I am currently sat in my stateroom on board the Disney Fantasy and we have just embarked on a 7-night cruise around Europe. So I thought I would do a little everything I take with me on a Disney cruise episode kind of thing. I did try and do a pack with me vlog, but I only remembered to do it once I had already packed. So that quickly went out the window. So I thought a similar way to do it, I can just kind of do like a unpack with me instead almost. So this is everything that I'm taking with me on a 7-night cruise on the Disney Fantasy. Let's get into it. So firstly, I kind of feel like we need to go with like the attire currently. So embarkation date, I always like to kind of look like cruise line merch has just thrown up on me basically in the best way possible. So I've got my cruise line ears, cruise line tee, and I've also got my Disney Cruise Line bum bag as well. I'm obsessed with all of these 3 shops as well. So all 3 of these items are from small businesses. So the ears are from Handmade by Lynn's, the t-shirt is from Little Magic by Joe, and the bum bag is from Emporium. And these are kind of like my absolute 3 favorite shops, so I had to kind of represent all 3 of them today. So that is the main fit. I've also just kind of got leggings on with some trainers. So yeah, I've also brought with me 5 more Themporium bags that I just couldn't really not. So firstly, Ben's one is the Space Ranger bag, just a nice black one with a Space Ranger badge on it, because he is a galactic hero and he never lets me forget it. I have then gone for the snack bag. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. So Disney snack bag. My absolute favourite bag is the pink Parks bag. I'm obsessed with this. So this was just a must. Got that. Gone for the Mickey and Friends white Sherpa bag as well. I feel like it just goes with everything, so that was also another must. And then the last one I've got is the blue Cinderella one. So I wanted kind of different colours, so we've gone with mainly pinks and blues really, with a black and a cream thrown in there. So they are all the bags that I have brought with me, other than my Disney Wish Loungefly. Currently this has got all of my underwear in there, so you're not going to see the inside of that, but Disney Wish Loungefly. This was the first thing that I threw in my bag. I'm obsessed with this bag. I absolutely love it. We got this in November 2023 when we went on the Wish, and it's not really one that you would use every day because it's just so special. So any cruise from now on, I am taking full advantage of being able to get this bag out and using it as much as possible. So between this and my cruise line bum bag, we're loving the cruise line merch this trip. So yeah, that has also been brought with me as well. Next, most importantly, I feel like ears. If anyone knows me specifically, they will know that I am obsessed with ears. I have way too many, and I've actually been pretty good with taking as little as possible this trip. We're trying to, basically we're in an indoor cabin this trip, so we're trying to kind of minimize as much as possible, taking just essentials. Yes, bags and ears are essential, there's not a question about that. But yeah, we're trying to kind of minimize as much as we could take, really just to take as little as humanly possible. So my ears that I have brought with me, obviously cruise line ones, but also got these blue sparkly ones that I feel like are gonna go perfectly with the Cinderella bag. So loving them. We've gone with the classic mini. You can't go wrong with some red classic mini ears. Love these. I don't wear Disney ones as much. Normally I end up buying them from small shops all the time. So I only have 1 or 2 pairs actually from Disney, but you can't go wrong with a pair of classic mini ears. I've then got these white ones with some daisies on them. I just thought they were really cute. Those bent on them. I need to bend that back into shape. I just thought they were really cute, really subtle, and would pretty much go with anything because they're pretty much all white. So them ones, my absolute favourite, tried and true. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you would have seen these many a times. These are, they've got like roses in the material, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. They are massive as well, which I love. But yeah, these ears are just everything. So again, had to have these. And then the last pair of ears, last pair for me, that's very good. The last pair I've got are these new ones that I haven't actually tried yet or haven't worn them yet. They are just like a champagne-y colour like diamante sequin ears. Love them. Again, the nudie kind of colour, they're going to go with everything, so I absolutely love them. And then the only other accessories really that I've got are these absolutely awesome Mickey sunglasses from the parks. How amazing are these? Beth and Jack picked us up these glasses so kindly on their last trip, so I had to bring them because they just look amazing. So I'm not really a sunglassy kind of person. I've got another pair of like normal sunglasses with me, but they're just like a cheap pair because I don't want to scratch them or ruin them or anything. I've got a nice pair of Ray-Bans, but with makeup on, girls, you will get me with this. With like a full face of makeup on, I don't want the little nose bit to kind of like rub my makeup off. So I don't really wear glasses as much as I would like to. So yeah, I've basically got these to get some cool funky photos with, and my cheap ones just to like wear in the pool, that kind of thing. So they are my accessories. A top tip for anyone that is coming on a Disney cruise, if it is your first time on a cruise, a top tip that I will have for you is if you've been to Walt Disney World, bring your resort mugs with you, or bring some kind of mug that you can put like fizzy drink in. So we bring our resort mugs with us on every single cruise because you can just go and top it up, bring it back to your room with you, wash it out every single time, and you've constantly got a drink. We try not to basically pay for soft drinks on the ship. So if you have done a cruise before, you will already know that on Disney Cruise Line, you basically don't pay for any of your soft drinks unless you get it from a bar or something in the evening. Then they will charge it obviously to your room. However, you can go and refill them from like the little station whenever you want, and you can just carry these around the ship with you all day. Such a good way to be able to just have drink on the go, not worrying about spilling it or anything. Perfect. So we take these with us every single cruise now. Must have. Next up, we've got toiletries. So again, I'm trying to kind of keep things all nice and compact, so all of our toiletries have fit in this bag. So if I unzip you, we'll go through toiletries. So brazier, really exciting stuff. Got my Tangle Teaser hairbrush. I have got some travel sickness tablets. I've got the Quells ones. Never tried these before, never suffered with travel sickness before, but I've also never been on a cruise outside of the Caribbean, so I'd rather have them and not need them. So got them. I've got the 50 SPF face sensitive sun cream from Aldi, I think this was. So that it's a tried and true. It's really, really good. Doesn't make you go all sticky or anything like that. I normally go with Hawaiian, but I tried this one just as like a cheap alternative, and it was actually really, really good. So I've got the normal body sun cream in here somewhere as well that I can unpack. Hair wise, I've got some Aussie oil that I always use for my hair once I have washed it. Got my micellar water that I take my makeup off with. This has kind of got half of a little bottle left, so I can literally just kind of throw this once I'm done with it. Toothpaste, half pack of soothers because we've both been having a little bit of a sore throat over the last couple of days, so it's easing off now, but just in case. Scent wise, I have gone with, I've got a little tiny travel bottle of the Marc Jacobs Perfect. Obsessed with Marc Jacobs perfume. I normally go for all of the daisies. I've pretty much had every single one of them at this point, but perfect little travel bottle. Haven't used this yet, but that's perfect for this trip. And then Bren has brought the Paco Rabanne Phantom spray. I've also got some Dove hand cream as well because sea air and everything can just dry your skin out, and both of us kind of suffer with quite dry skin anyway, so I've got that always handy just to make your skin a little bit softer. Got some simple toner as well. John Frieda 2-in-1 serum for the hair, as well as a Wella styling serum as well. Now, I am half Irish and my skin shows it. I do not tan. I am a pasty ghost 99.9% of the time. So just to get a little bit of colour on like my legs or arms or whatever, I have always used the Sally Hansen airbrush tan. It is a wash on, wash off tan. It is so easy to use, streak free all the time, and yeah, it just washes off in the bath or shower or whatever, so it is perfect. I normally go for the dark one just because then you can put a bit less on. It just makes it a lot easier to use. Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's so simple to use. It doesn't transfer onto clothes or anything like that. So if you're wanting the tan for Florida or cruise or wherever, that is just a really simple wash on wash off one, this is my go-to and has been for years. I've tried loads of other things, but I just love the colour of this. It just looks really natural. It never kind of goes green or orangey or anything like that. It just looks nice and natural and bronzed. Love it. Really exciting stuff here. We've got our deodorant. This is the sun cream that I was on about, so it is actually the mist. It's a drying mist, but brilliant. We've got so many bottles of this for Florida and everything. Absolutely love it. And then also, just in case we get any like things on our clothes, because I am very prone to being a messy eater and spilling things all down me, we've also got a Tide pen as well, just to be on the safe side. Next we are on to makeup, and I have got everything in this little leather bag that's got my name embroidered on it that I got for Christmas a couple of years ago. So all makeup in here. So if you are not interested in the makeup side of things, please skip through this, but all of this makeup I've literally tried and tested God knows how many times on all of our trips and can't go wrong with it basically. So primer, I use the Milk Hydro Grip. I've used this for years, and again, it literally everything is just like glue sticking to your face after you've used this. Absolutely brilliant. Foundation wise, depending on whether it's night or day, I switch between the Tarte Face Tape foundation or the Il Makiage. So this is a bit more full coverage for your evenings, and the Il Makiage is just nice and lightweight. Don't even realise you've got anything on. Still gives you a bit of coverage, a fair bit of coverage. I'd say it's kind of medium coverage, but it just does not feel like you've got anything on it. It's so lightweight. So I love this for just like a day-to-day wear. So I wear this pretty much all the time during the parks and everything. So evening wise, I'll go for this, but day-to-day I will definitely be grabbing this. Also got the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer as well. Again, used it for years and absolutely obsessed with it. Blush wise, I've got my liquid blush, which is the Rare Beauty in shade Hope. Absolutely love that. And then I've got another Il Makiage blush that came free with a bottle of foundation, and I absolutely loved it. So I've had this for a couple of months now and obsessed with that. So that is my powdered blush. Contour and bronzer, I've gone for the Makeup by Mario bronzing stick. This is brilliant. So you've got obviously your bronzing stick one side, and then you've already got your brush in with it. So easy to just kind of blend out and everything. So I am obsessed with that. Touch-ups on any kind of Disney trip are needed. So I've got the Rare Beauty pressed powder in here as well. Why can't I open it? There we go. Got a little mirror as well, so always handy. Yeah, love this for just touch-ups throughout the day. This is brilliant. Keeps your face from going very oily and greasy and everything. Love that. I used a Huda Beauty setting powder as well. Again, perfect. I have very oily skin, so anything that I can do to kind of just tame that as much as possible, this is brilliant. Eyelash wise, currently I've got cluster lashes on, and I'm using the Tati lashes. So obviously I've got the Seal and Bond stick there, and then the remover. Eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo. This one is in soft brown. Use this for years. I know I have very like 2018 eyebrows, but they work for me. I like it. I don't think I could ever kind of go for anything else nowadays, to be fair. It works for me, so yeah. And then lip wise, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner. I don't actually know what shade this is in. Muted mauve, so just a nice soft brown. Love that. I've got two lip glosses. They are just e.l.f. ones. I've got one that's a bit more of like a brownie, one more of a pinky nude, and then I've got Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. Love that. And then I have a very simple nighttime routine. So taking my makeup off, I literally use my Garnier Micellar water that I showed you earlier, and then I have very pain in the bum skin basically, so I will break out to anything. So simple is where I go, and I try to keep my routine very simple too. So I've got a simple moisturizer. This one is the Glow and Brightening Cream with vitamin C. yeah, just nice and rejuvenating. And then I use the simple drops as well. So any of these drops I use, always simple. But yeah, I've got the blue one at the moment, which is hydrochloric acid and B5. It's a booster serum. So they are just my pair at the moment. Any of these kind of paired together works for me. I just have to keep it simple. I'm not really too big on curling my hair. It doesn't hold curling my hair, so my hair stays straight 24/7 anyway. I don't normally have to really do anything. I have brought my straighteners with me just in case, obviously, I sleep with wet hair and end up getting it a bit frizzy or whatever, just to tame it and just keep it all nice and tame. So yeah, I've got my straighteners with me, but they're the only real like heated things that I would take anywhere because, like I said, I do not hold curls very well. I've tried absolutely everything and it just does not work on me, so I just keep it natural and straight. Yeah. Electronic wise, again, I haven't brought a laptop or an iPad or anything like that with me. I'm just bringing multiple SIM cards and hoping that my battery basically just stays okay. So yeah. And then in here, I'm not going to go through all of them. We've literally just got kind of like chargers and different things like that. Obviously, because it's a US ship, you've got to have an adapter, so I've got a couple of different US adapters. This one I just got off of Amazon, and it's got obviously the UK plug as well as some different USBs and USCs and everything. And I've also just got a couple of just standard adapters as well. I've got all my camera kit in here, so like mic, different batteries and everything in here. So I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Obviously I'm recording on that currently, but I've got all my extra little bits in that for here. Shoe wise, I've got a few different options. So 99% of the time I am going to be wearing my trainers that I'm currently wearing. I live in my New Balance trainers day in, day out, so that is going to be what I'm going to be wearing most of the time. If we are going around the pool or anything, I've got my Havaiana flip-flops. I have also brought a creamy colour pair of like Birkenstock style kind of sandals as well. A black pair of like gladiator sandals kind of thing, a bit more like chunkier sandals. And I don't know why, because I'm not really like a heels kind of person, like too much. I wear heels probably about 4 times a year, if that. But I've brought a black pair of heels just in case I want to dress up a little bit more one evening. I've got them too. Swimming costume wise, I keep it very, very basic and easy. I basically just go with a plain, like all-in-one swimming costume. These are from H&M. They've got like low backs, just kind of like corduroy look. Don't really know if you can see that on camera. I've got one in red and one in brown, like a very dark brown. So yeah, I just keep it very, very basic. We're only going to go in the pool a couple of times anyway, so I've just got 2 of them. I have also purchased, so I don't know if you're aware, but basically on Disney Cruise Line, everyone decorates their doors. So I have purchased a couple of little magnets to decorate our doors with. So I've got a Ben and a Shannon with like the anchors on them, and we've just got a few different little ones. Yeah, so decorate our doors with that in a minute. I mentioned earlier obviously about the Walt Disney World Resort mugs. Basically, you are also allowed to bring some alcohol on board with you. We are not big drinkers. We don't really drink an awful lot. You are basically allowed to bring, I think it's 2 bottles of wine, might be 1 bottle of wine, don't quote me on it, but set potentially. I think it's a bottle of wine per person or up to 6 cans of beer or cider per person. You're not allowed to bring any spirits on board or anything like that. Obviously they expect you to buy them. We're only going to have 1 a night maybe anyway. We're not big drinkers, as I said, so I wasn't really bothered about bringing alcohol on with us, purely to keep it cheap. Obviously if we did want a drink, we can literally put it in our resort mugs and then rinse it out. So I've literally just bought some cider. So I don't really like wine or beer, but we do like a nice fruity cider. So I've got some Strongbow dark fruit whey and some mixed fruit Copperberg that I'm just going to pop in the fridge. And then obviously if we drink it, we drink it. If we don't, we don't. But at least that way, buying both of these was a lot cheaper than buying 2 drinks, basically. So I'm even thinking, even if we have 2 drinks throughout the entire cruise, we're saving money. That's my thought process. Last but not least, clothes. So going on a Disney cruise, most of the time you do, or any cruise really, most of the time you do get changed for the night. So although it's only a 7-day cruise, we did need like 14 days worth of clothes, like 1 day and 1 night outfit. It's not meant to be cold on the cruise, but in with the sea during like the evenings, it might get a little bit chilly in the evening. So I basically brought just like a corduroyed like throw over light jacket and my green North Face jumper, just as something that I can just throw over if it gets a little bit colder in the evening. Probably not going to need them because I am naturally quite a warm person, but I'd rather have it than need it and not have it. I want to stand you up for the last bit of this vlog because I feel like it's going to be easier for me to just kind of get clothes out and show you, so you can kind of see a bit more of like a full length than sit down on a table. So you're up high at the moment. So dress wise, this is inside out, but I basically got like a mustard long sleeve dress, again just in case it gets a little bit chillier. So this is like a maxi dress, just a plain mustard one. T-shirt wise, I've got a Mickey one from Uniqlo, I believe this was, that I got in Walt Disney World a year or 2 ago. Walt Disney World one from Walt Disney World, that again got about a year or so ago. I may have even got this on our last trip in, I got this on our last trip in March this year. I love this. I've got a Disney Channel t-shirt from Little Magic by Joe. Look how cool that is. I love this. And they do like a party that's called like Mickey's Colour Spin or something. And they basically play all like old school Disney Channel songs and everything. So I'm wearing that to that because it's so cool. That's literally the only reason why it's packed, but I love it. I've got a pink Walt Disney World t-shirt as well. It's got cherries on it with 1971. Love this. I normally am like a white t-shirt person, clearly from everything that you've seen so far, but yeah, we're definitely going for a pink tee as well. I've got a pink, I don't know how well you can see this in the camera, but I've got a pink t-shirt with the sorcerer hat on. It says Imagination on it, and I absolutely love this. This is going to be more of like my lounging around t-shirt. It's an extra large, I think, so I've got it so oversized that I can literally just lounge around in this. I love it. Got a blue castle tee as well that I think is going to go very nicely with my Cinderella ears and bag. Oh. As well as like a little cream crop vest. Trouser wise, I've got some black linen trousers, just like some loose nice linen trousers there. I've got the same but in like a creamy colour. I love my trousers with my t-shirts, if you can't tell already. And some pink stripy ones. These are new, very out of my comfort zone, but I love them. Dress wise, I have gone for a few like long dresses with kind of like the flowy sleeves. This is just my style of dress. I absolutely love it. So I've gone for like a greeny yellowy one, this green and pink one that I love the colours of this two-toned pink one, nice and bright and colourful. Again, all of these are just like nice really long flowy dresses. And this cream and green one. For pirate night, we are actually gonna like dress up, I suppose, for the first time that we've ever done anything like this. So I'm trying to kind of like bound a little bit more subtly, but bound. So I've gone for like a stripy long skirt that I can like pin bits up to kind of like ruche it a little bit with, where is it? This kind of like Bardot style top. It's got like a little bit of like a ruffle around the top. I've got a couple of different accessories and stuff to go with that as well. So that's kind of my pirate theme. They do also give you like bandanas and stuff as well. So if you haven't done a Disney cruise before, they do a pirate night every sailing, and they will basically give you bandanas and stuff so everyone kind of feels involved, so you don't have to dress up or anything. 90% of the passengers do, so it's really fun just to get involved. And this is like I said, this is the first time that we're kind of even slightly getting involved in it, but yeah, it's just a fun little thing to do that everyone just kind of gets involved with and has a bit of fun. Then my last dress that I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to wear or not, but I've packed it anyway. I've gone for this like blue and cream like Amalfi dress. I think this is from New Look, I believe. So yeah, I've gone with that. It's just a nice long dress. I don't normally do straps. I don't know how comfortable I'm going to feel in it, but we're going to see how I feel on the day and go from there. And then I've also got just like a nice long black satin maxi skirt as well that I can just wear with like a t-shirt and maybe some heels or something to dress it up a little bit. But that's kind of just a nice little skirt. And again, this was kind of another extra that I may or may not wear. I've just gone with like a short sleeves, like nudie colour, ribbed fitted maxi dress. Don't know if I want to wear it. It's just like an extra one just in case I'm not sure what to wear. I know this is comfy, I know it fits, I know it looks okay, so that's just like an extra maybe. And last couple of things, I've got like a knitted kind of I don't know, crochet look I suppose, cream crop top with like brown and yellow flowers in it that I really like. This is literally just from Shein, but I think this is really cute and summery with like some jeans or even leggings or something. But yeah, that, a pink t-shirt that's kind of like tie-dye kind of vibes, a white and black little vest, cropped vest, and I've got the same in red, white and navy striped as well. This screams cruise line to me, so I was kind of going to wear this today. So yeah, that. Denim jeans just in case I need them. I've just got some like mum fit jeans just in case it is a little bit cooler that I want to wear something a bbit warmer. I've also got a pair of, or another pair of black leggings, again just in case I want something that is a little bit warmer, don't want to wear a dress or anything like that. Got them as a backup. I've got a beach pool like throw over white little linen dress as well that will go over for just if we want to nip down to the pool or anything, just so you've got something on, because obviously you can't just walk around the ship in a swimming costume. So I've got that. Another little crochet crop top. This is just a plain creamy colour one, and then I've just got some joggers. I've just got black Gymshark joggers and a green Walt Disney World t-shirt. These are kind of like my pyjama t-shirts or like my loungy around kind of stuff. Just obviously if we want to order room service or anything. I'm not a pyjama kind of person. I get too warm, so I've got these instead basically for lounging around. That is pretty much everything. So I'm going to put all of this stuff away now. We need to head to the muster drill in the next 20 minutes, so I do not have long. Thank you all so much for watching if you got this far. Definitely not a video that's for everyone, but I always know with going on something like a cruise, if you haven't done it before, it's always daunting of kind of what to bring, what not to bring, how much do you need, that kind of thing. So I really hope this has helped someone, anyone, but yeah, hopefully I'll see you next week for embarkation day for the Disney Fantasy. See you then guys, bye.